And here we are coming into Westside. Westside High School.
It's nice to meet you. Welcome. 57. I know, that's incredible. Are you from Omaha or all over? I can kind of relate because I give a lot of the tours and I've been here a long time. This is my 34th year here, but you are a little bit beyond me. So you can give me some history today.
You probably time. Have you ever heard of a graduate of Westside class of 56, Frank Binder?
I don't think so.
Frank Binder designed that insignia. When Westside started, we didn't have a name, and we became the Warriors, and then there was a kind of a student contest. And he was a freshman, I think, at that time, and designed it.
That's great. I've never heard that. See, I've already learned something. So this is great.
He was at our 50th. Frank was. We ran out of.
Oh, really?
Did you do a tour at your 50th?
Yeah, but he was a class ahead
of us. Okay. I don't know.
How many in the graduating class now?
Our graduating classes are closer to about. We try to go 450 to 500. So, but our enrollments, we're at a really nice level now, and we have 9th through 12th graders here. At one time when I first came, our graduating classes were about 850.
Oh my gosh.
So we were way up, and then in the mid-90s, our enrollments came down. Families were staying in the district, parents were staying, their kids had moved, but people were still living, in the district. So that's when our open option enrollment came into effect. So about 30% of our students don't live in the district boundaries. They come in from all over. They have to apply. It's a random draw.
It's not an application based on qualification.
No, it's just a pull the number kind of thing. So we're trying right now to keep our classes at about 450. Some of them have squeaked up a little bit higher than that, about 500 max is what we like.
Total population is like 2,000 now?
We're right under 2,000 students.
What was the maximum enrollment?
Pardon me?
What was the maximum enrollment?
Maximum enrollment, I think, was probably close to 2,500 students. Yeah, and again, that was in the mid-70s, late, and then I said then we kind of went down. My son graduated in 1994, and his class was probably about the smallest, and we were at 350. At that time.
We were 96, was it?
96?
Yes.
Okay.
And 3 years later, with my younger brother, 3 years later, it was 200 and something.
Okay.
So that's how it was growing.
It was growing.
Well, this was just all farm land, right? Out this way? Okay.
When this school was built, there was actually a barn down where baseball playing is.
Okay.
Everything over the other side of 90th was farmland.
That was the Omaha 90s, pretty much.
Okay. Great. So about 2,000 students, about 30% don't live here. We have students as far as Bennington to Bellevue to all over. But, it's added a lot of diversity, to our building, which has been great, also. I think as you look around and you can look at some of the things that are hanging, we're still really proud of the excellence that you all started, for us. We take a lot of pride in how well our students do academically, with athletics, our clubs and organizations. We have about 65 clubs here, and it's a busy, active place. It's a community building, so it's open all hours of the day. Our fields are busy all the time too. So it's an exciting place to be.
How many go on to college?
About 85% go on to college.
Really?
Yeah, and we just got there are ACT scores. We were the second highest in the metro area from last year, so we were real pleased about that again. And again, we've got such a diverse community. Our free and reduced lunch numbers are way up, but we still keep that sense of excellence in this building. You know, it's just kind of who we are in the climate. So we are a one-to-one school, so all of our students have laptop computers that we give them to use, and they can take home, with them. So we've done that for about 8 years now.
Not to get to the dark side, but do you have problems of discipline, drugs, crime?
We are probably no different than any high school in Omaha.
We didn't have any.
Right. I mean, there are things that go on. We don't have a lot of crime or damage in the building at all. As we walk around, and you'll see where the teachers have their desks. They're wide open. Teachers leave things, personal things, pictures. They don't get taken. Do we have kids that use alcohol and drugs that shouldn't? Yes. But it's not huge.
In that vein, I noticed that one girl that came in just showed her badge to her. So you have no metal detectors. So evidently that's not a...
No metal detectors. We truly feel that if you have a good relationship with your kids, they're going to help you if there's a problem in this building. And they do come forward. If there's a concern, I think that's another really positive thing about the relationships that we have here between our students and our staff. Do we have problems? Yeah. I mean, we're like a small city here, with that many students and the number of adults that are in this building. We are larger than some of the small communities in Nebraska. So, the students that are coming in are typically seniors. They're able to leave the building. Some juniors, but our freshmen and sophomores stay in the building with that. So
sports teams are doing good.
They're doing great. Well, we're 1-1 in football right now, but yeah, we always have a strong. We won girls swimming last year. We were state champions, and girls tennis. We were state champions last year. So yeah. So that's a big positive part of our building, the athletic program. As a matter of fact, we play football tonight, but we go to Grand Island tonight to play. So, but we had our big contest last week against Prep. There's Prep High School, the Catholic school that's in our district. There's still just that real...
we played the first game Westside ever played against Grand Island. 56, correct? Grand Island, remember? We went out there.
And you went out there? Really?
See, we remember all this stuff.
Isn't that great?
and we had train rides. Remember our school, we had fans that took the Pacific Grand Island game and the Columbus game.
And he was the quarterback.
He was
he remembers.
And the fullback.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a guy named Pat Fisher on that team.
His niece taught here until this year, and now she's doing something different, but she was our drama instructor. So
that could be dramatic.
Yeah, could he be dramatic? Yeah. We're changing classes right now, so everybody's moving, so...
This is like a New York subway.
Once you get the landing area, that is like a new one, yeah.
How much time between classes?
There's about 5 minutes. And there's not another bell that will ring. You just know if the hallways are empty, you better get in wherever you're supposed to be in the building.
How many classes a day does a typical student?
Well, we're on a very unique schedule here. We're on a modular system. There are 50 mods in the week. There are 10 mods in the day. Okay? So a student might have 4 classes in a day on Monday, and they'll have 6 on Tuesday. Your classes change change each day when they meet. So let's use English as an example. On Monday, I have English Mod 1. Instead of periods or classes, it's Mod 1. On Tuesday, I don't have English. On Wednesday, I have it Mod 13. On Thursday, I have it Mod 3. And on Friday, I have a large group, which means all the English students come together. And I have it Mod 10, 11. So each day of the week is different. Each week it is the same.
So it must be hard for a student to keep track of where they're supposed to be.
They do pretty well with that. When they're not in class, we call it independent study mods. They are able to make a choice where they want to be in the building. So we have what are called IMCs, or Instructional Material Centers. I'll show those to you, where students can get help. That's where they study. That's where the resource materials are for that class. So students have a lot of decision making in this building. Where they're going to be, what they want to do. But it gives them a chance during those independent study mods to meet with their teachers, meet with other students if they have a group project.
I imagine you have a full set of AP courses.
We have 24 AP courses here. Yeah, so we're growing with that. And more of our students are taking the AP courses.
Where do you find your teachers?
From all over. We have teachers that have gone to school and graduated from Westside High School. They come back to us to, people from Kansas City, Chicago, New York.
I would imagine it'd be a very attractive place to be a teacher.
It is
not only to live in Omaha, but to teach at Westside.
Right, we have that kind of reputation, and when we go through interviews and talk, that's usually the one comment we'll hear. You've got such an excellent reputation. Our teachers really like the modular system. I don't think they realize sometimes how busy they are because they're out and always surrounded by students. They don't go just to a classroom and sit in a classroom. They're always kind of on duty, always working, helping, kids.
Well, now you've been around a long time. Are most of the teachers long-timers? Or a lot of them quite young?
I've seen that. I came in as a young timer, and now I'm not the oldest, but I think the second oldest in the building. And we have a pretty young staff.
A teaching career might be 10 years or 5 years.
It's different. We really have a lot of longevity, I think, in our district with teachers. We've got people that have been. Well, did you meet Mrs. Irish at Loveland, the principal?
Yeah.
I mean, she's at about 44 years, I think, or 43, somewhere there.
She started as a baby.
Yeah, right. I tell you that, I'm going to get after her.
Alumni Association. How do you feel about the Westside Alumni Association? Is there more to do? What would you have to do?
Well, I think they're working very hard to stay very active, and they're really trying to help schools. For example, the Alumni Association last year gave 5 of our teachers extra money to buy some things in the building, which was great. Not being an alumni, I'm not sure how much. I know they send out letters and that, and I think they're very interested in what's going on and being current. And the alumni president now is on our school board, so I don't know if Dave is he's probably going to step down, I would imagine, as the alumni. But the alumni you all are very important.
Did I understand you to say the seniors are able to come and go?
If they've met certain criteria, yes. Yeah, they are.
Does that work okay?
Works fine, because it gets them out of our lunchroom, gets them out of our hallways. That's 450 bodies.
They can go across the street to Starbucks.
They can. We have a lot of teachers that go across the street to Starbucks too. And they typically, they're going to go to college or to work next year, and so they know how to manage their time, which is great. Once they walk out the door. So, yeah, like I said, it's like a little city kind of in here. So tell me now, when you were here, did you have like 7th and 8th graders
Yeah.
here too at that
Was
time?
it 7 through 12, wasn't it?
Was it
Yeah,
7th,
7 through 12.
Okay.
And we started in 8th grade.
Okay.
That's when the school first opened.
Right.
And then went through high school. You came a little later.
I came in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you came
Ninth.
nine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 11.
I'm a late starter.
And Greg, you were here in 8th grade. And Dave was here in 8th grade.
And we were all together over at Underwood for 2 years, correct?
Yeah.
With which K through 12 school,
Okay.
which was
They bused us, Loveland guys, as a district group for 2 years.
Yeah.
At least 1 year from Loveland to Underwood, which is K to 12.
Yeah, so we could
So
we
they
could show up at Loveland and then take a bus to
Yeah.
Underwood.
That
Okay.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then as the district built intermediate schools or middle schools or junior highs,
Junior highs,
I
yeah.
think there maybe weren't any when we came here. But then they gradually dropped off the 7th and then moved it out. And they got in the 8th and then eventually it became, was it 9 to 12 teachers?
Yeah, we're 9 to 12 now. Yeah, we've been 9 to 12. Oh gosh, for about 20 years, probably.
Is the original building still the way it was, as far as you know? You know, it was just sort of one long building, and then there was a gym,
Yeah.
the old gym with the stage.
Yeah, they built around it. I don't know if it's exactly like it
Yeah.
was when you were here. That we had a 50-year reunion this year, and they talked about the wing. I know the Pacific wing going out towards Pacific wasn't here when they were here, and they were able. They recognized quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think.
There's nothing we could recognize at Loveland.
Really, you know, and I haven't been in Loveland really inside for a long time. I don't know if I'd even recognize,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
from when my son was there. So, well, you ready to take a little walk around? Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to take too much of your time, but
Yeah, well,
show us
let's.
what
I'll
you
show
would
you the courtyard. We have a school store. This is a Cafe Express, so if somebody wants to just pick up a quick salad or soda.
Very popular, I can see.
They are. When we originally did the remodel, it was a Pizza Hut. And of course, Omaha. It was incredible. So, yeah, so it's a quick way just to pick up